Hello everyone, Denise here. Today I'm bringing you a shawl tutorial. This is the Spiffy Nifty cabled shawl. This is a pattern that I wrote in 2016, and I originally had made it for making prayer shawls. I thought the pattern would be great for male or female, and it's simple enough yet interesting enough to keep somebody who has crocheted for a long time interested, and that was me. So I'm going to show you a picture. It's black and white. It's hard to see because my printer only prints black and white. These touches of light here are just the light shining through on the fence when I took the picture. But essentially it is a rectangular shawl and it has cabling on both ends. It's really, really pretty. And I can't wait to bring you this tutorial. So I created this shawl out of a need for a pattern that was simple but interesting enough to have me keep working on it. I also wanted more of a masculine look so that it could be used for a man or a woman, because most prayer shawls, if you've noticed, are kind of feminine looking. If you make prayer shawls, you will probably agree with me. It might have changed over the years since I have made so many, but back in 2016, you couldn't really find a shawl pattern for a man. So I felt that it fit the need of what I wanted, and I hope you find it pleasing as well. Basic crochet skills are needed, as well as a good understanding of cable stitches. So if you don't understand cable stitches, I'm going to try my best to explain it to you. It's not hard. It's just putting the stitches in a different spot. I'm actually using a yarn from Universal Yarn. This is Deluxe DK Tweed Superwash. This stuff is so squishy. There's so much squish factor here, and I think this yarn will be beautiful with the cabling in the shawl. So this is from Universal Yarn. By the way, I'm an affiliate for Universal Yarn, and I am very proud of that. I am so thankful to Universal Yarn for letting me be an affiliate. The link that I leave below will be an affiliate link, but it doesn't cost you anything. It just gives me a little bit of kickback so I can keep bringing you awesome content. This is 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 284 yards, 259 meters. It is DK, so it's a lightweight. It is 90% superwash wool, 7% acrylic, 3% viscose. It calls for an H hook, and that is what I am going to use. On my pattern, I suggest going down a crochet hook. I think this yarn can handle an H hook and cable beautifully. I think they got it spot on that. Color on this is Aegean, and it has beautiful tweed throughout it. It's got natural specks, browns, creams, like a mustardy yellow. Very fall looking in my opinion. I think this is going to be so nice. I'm going to use 2 of them. So if you are interested in picking these up, go take a look at Universal Yarn. They have a lot of colors in this, and there's a lot of beautiful colors that I would love to own. I am going to use this teal type color today, and like I said, a 5.0 mm crochet hook. This is from We Crochet. I did a review on them recently, and I can link that below. I'm going to take some of this yarn out and explain the shawl to you just a little bit. So the shawl, like I said, is rectangular. It is, for the most part, just double crochets. But on each end, you have the cabling stitch pattern. And that is in multiples of 14 plus 6. So as long as you have multiples of 14 plus 6, you can make this any length you want. I do have a washcloth tutorial on this stitch pattern. I will link it below. It would make a really good prayer cloth if you do not want to make a prayer shawl. So I also have a cowl in the stitch as well. I'll link that below. That is in the round though. Today we're going to do the shawl, and like I said, multiples of 14 plus 6. So I'm going to make my shawl around 3 foot long. 36 inches long. So I'm going to chain multiples of 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm going to chain that way until I get to the length that I desire, and then I'm going to add 6 chains. So I'm going to continue on, and I will let you know my chain count when I am done. I have 128 chains. That's well over 3 foot. I'm going to add my 6 extra chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, starting the pattern the way I have it written. Row 1, we're going to double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook and each stitch across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4th chain, double crochet in that, and in each stitch all the way across. I will meet back up with you in just a moment. At the end of our row 1, we are going to chain 3 and turn. Row 2, we're going to start our patterning. So we're going to double crochet in the next stitch. So not the same stitch, but the next stitch right here. Okay, and now we're going to do a front post double crochet. If you've never done that, it's very easy. It's just putting your stitch in a different spot. So we have the first 2 stitches down here. We're looking at, those are taken because we have a chain 3, which counts as a double crochet in this pattern, and then we have a double crochet. So then we have these 2 stitches right here, and that's what we're going to do front post double crochets around. So the next stitch we're going to do front post double crochet, front post double crochet after that. How you do that is you yarn over, you put your hook around the stitch, the post, like that. Yarn over and finish like you would a double crochet. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Okay? I'm going to do that one more time. Yarn over, go around the post, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. I might have to switch hooks. This hook is so long, I am actively trying to make it not hit my desk. Okay, I have my hybrid hook. I can link that video below on how I made this. The next 2 stitches are going to be regular double crochets. So look at your stitches. The ones that you did the front post in, we are not doing anything with those. So the next stitch, double crochet as usual. And the next one, double crochet as usual. Now we're going to do our cabling. It is a front post treble or triple crochet, and we're going to skip 2 stitches to begin with. So we have 1 stitch here and another stitch here. We're skipping those 2. We're going to put our first front post treble in this stitch. So yarn over twice, go around that post, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Wrap your yarn around twice. In the next one right here, we're doing the same thing. Go around that post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Now we're going to go back to our skipped stitches, these 2. We're going to work in this one first and then this one. Yarn over twice, go around the post of the first one, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Now we're going to do the next skipped stitch. Yarn over twice, go around that post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. That cabling is done. Now we're going to do 2 normal crochets. So make sure you are not working into stitches that you did post stitches in. You will see they're wrapped around there, see? Not going into those. We're going into this one and this one. 2 regular double crochets. Now we're going to do 2 front post double crochets. Yarn over, make sure that these 2 stitches are taken over here, so you're looking at the correct stitches. We're going around this one, around the post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go around the post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Now we're going to do 2 regular double crochets. Next stitch, double crochet, next stitch, double crochet. That is our stitch count, that 14 stitches that we counted. That is our stitch pattern, so we're going to repeat that now at the end of this row. Right now, what we're going to do is we are going to do double crochets until we get to the last 14 stitches of our shawl. So this is the beginning of your shawl. This will be the end of your row 2 shawl. So right now what you will need to do is do double crochets all the way down until you can count your last 14 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That stitch right there, we're going to mark that. Because at that stitch, we're going to start our pattern. We're going to be done with our double crochets and we're going to start our patterning. So until then, just double crochet each and every stitch all the way down. So I will see you in just a minute when I get to the other end. Okay, so I'm to the other end of my row 2, going to start with the patterning at this end. So I have 14 stitches left, and that 14 consists of starting with 2 front post double crochets, 2 normal, the cabling, 2 normal, 2 front, and 2 normal. So once you stop your double crochets before your 14 stitches, you will start with 2 front post double crochets, okay? So that's what we're going to start with. We're going to yarn over, we're going to go around the post of our stitch, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Going to do it to the next one, yarn over, go around that post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Now we're going to do 2 regular double crochets. 1 and 2. And now we're going to start our cabling. So we're going to identify our stitches. Make sure these 2 are not being looked at because they're already worked in. We're skipping the first 2 stitches here. We're going to work into our 3rd and our 4th to start with. So we're doing a front post treble crochet, yarning over twice, skipping those first 2. We're going to go around the post of this one, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. One more time, yarn over twice, go around the post of the next stitch, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Now we're going to our skipped stitches here. You're going to start with this first one and then work in this one. Yarn over twice, go around the post of the first one, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Finding the second one, yarning over twice, going around that post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. All right, now we're going to do 2 normal double crochets. So not working in these that already have post stitches around them, the next 2 regular double crochet. And the 2 after that, we're doing front post double crochets. So identifying your stitches, these 2 are worked in, so ignore them. We're front post stitching around these 2. So front post double crochet, yarn over, go around that post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. One more time, yarn over, go around the post stitch, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And then the last 2 stitches are normal double crochets. And that is your row 2. The twist of the cabling has been done, and now on row 3 we're going to straighten that out. So row 3, we're going to do back post double crochets in each of your cabling stitches, and we're also going to do back post double crochets in our front post double crochets, and I'll show you how that's done. Row 3, we are going to chain 3 and turn. This is how we're going to start. So we're going to put a regular double crochet in our next stitch, and we're going to work those back post stitches just like I said. So to identify them, you can see them just by looking at your work. They're back here. You can see the little bar over here because we didn't work into that, but if you tilt your work just slightly, you'll see them bumping out, and that's what we're going to go into. So just for ease sake, I will keep my work turned. You'll yarn over, go around your post like this, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Turn your work slightly, yarn over, go around that post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Now we have our 2 regular double crochets. 1 and 2. And now we're to our cabling stitches. So in our cabling stitches, we're just going to do back post double crochets in them. So turning your work, you can see these 2 are staring at you right away. So we're going to work in this one, then this one, and then if you slightly move them over just a little bit, you will see this one and this one hiding beneath. So back post double crochet around all of those. So yarn over, go around that post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Another back post, yarn over, go around the post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Slightly moving your work to the side, this one and then this one. So yarn over, go around that post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And one more. Yarn over, go around the post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Those are all done. So now we're going to do 2 regular double crochets. 1 and 2. And now we're going to do 2 back post double crochets again, because you can see that looking at you. These are the stitches we didn't work in because we worked in the post. So we already know we need to go in the back post there. So turn your work slightly, you'll see them looking at you. This one first and then this one. So yarn over, go around that post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, go around the next post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And now we are doing regular double crochets all the way to the other end. So it's easy sailing from here. I will meet back up with you when we get down to the other end, and I will show you one more time. And then I will show you how we will do row 4. And then I will tell you the repeat. So I will be right back to you. Okay, I'm to the end of my row 3 here. And we can see back post stitches right here. So you don't even need to mark them, just be aware that they're right here and it will be different as you're working. The first 2 are back post double crochets. So yarn over, go around your post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Next one, yarn over, go around the post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Now we're doing 2 regular double crochets. 1 and 2. And now we have our cabling stitches, and we're going to do back post double crochets in those. So turn your work. First one you see is right here. We're going to work in that one and then in this one. Yarn over, go around the post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, go around the post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Now remember, we need to find the hidden stitches. They're back here. Work in this one and then this one. Yarn over, go around the post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. One more time, go around the post, through 2 and through 2. Now we are doing 2 regular double crochets. 1 and 2. Now there's 2 back post double crochets again, you can tell. Yarn over, go around the post, yarn over, pull up, through 2 and through 2. One more time. And then 2 regular double crochets to end our row. At the end of our row 3, we are going to chain 3, turn our work, and start our row 4. Row 4, we are going to do the same thing we did on row 2. It's going to look a little different because row 2, we were working into double crochets. This time, we're going to be working into stitches that we made last row, our back post double crochets. So it will look a little different, but it is exactly the same. So we start off with 1 regular double crochet in our next stitch. And now we have 2 front post double crochets to work into. Two more regular double crochets. And now we're to our cabling. Row 2, we slanted. Row 3, we straightened. Row 4, we're slanting. Row 5, we'll straighten. So that's going to be our repeat from here on out. So you're going to repeat this row, which is row 4, and row 3 over and over. So we're doing row 4, then we're going to do row 3, then we're going to do row 4, then 3, then 4, then 3, over and over and over until you have the height of the shawl that you want. So we're going to do our cabling now. We're going to yarn over twice. These two we're skipping first. We're going to go into this one. Make sure you're going into this post here and not your slant down here. Make sure it's up here. That's our work from last row. Pull up, go through 2, go through 2, go through 2. One more time, yarn over twice, go around the post. Yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, through 2, through 2. We're going to go over here, find this one, and work into those. Yarn over twice, go around the first one, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, through 2, through 2. One more, yarn over twice, go around that post, yarn over, pull up, through 2, through 2, through 2. 2 regular double crochets. 2 front post double crochets, and now we're going to do regular crochets all the way to the end until we get back to our cabling section. Once you get to the end of your row and you have repeated your cabling section, when you get to the back side of your work every single time, you will be repeating your row 3. So row 4 even numbers are on the right side of the work. Odd rows are on the opposite or wrong side of the work. And you just do the same repeat over and over. Row 3 and row 4 over and over and over till you have the length of the shawl that you want. When you get to the length that you want, I'm going to show you how to put an edging on this that's very beautiful, and it goes very well with the cabling. So I'm just going to keep working on my shawl until I get to the height that I want, and I'll be right back to you to show you that edging and talk a little bit. If you are going to run out of yarn, reserve some for the edging for sure. So I have 2 balls of this yarn. I am going to reserve yarn for the edging for the border on the shawl. So I'll meet up with you in just a moment. Okay, so I just have this much left of my yarn. I'm not sure if this is too much to go for the edging or if it's not enough. I think it's too much, so I'm just going to play it safe and start my edging now. My shawl is pretty sizable as far as width. Let me measure it. I am going to wash and block this, so it is going to get larger. The cabling changes each end a bit, so a light blocking would be best with this project. With the Superwash Tweed, it will block very, very nicely. So I am right around 13 to 14 inches, but it's going to block much larger than that. And that will be perfect for the size that I'm making. It's pretty much going to be for a size small person. So I'll show you the stretch in the yarn really quick before I start the edging. See how the cabling is sort of brought in here? You can see, and then it goes in. So when I lightly wash this or soak it in some wool wash. I am going to then get my blocking mats, which I got from Walmart, by the way. They sell really large ones. I think they're 2 foot by 2 foot. And I pin it out on that. And I have knit blockers. I have shown them from Temu that are very reasonable, and I will use those. But essentially, I will wash and then block, and how I will block is I will pull or, you know, lightly bring out the fabric to match the bottom here and then block it. This will stay. A lot of acrylics will not take a blocking that is severe, but wool definitely does. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to show you the edging now because that is what we need to do to finish. And I am excited to get this done and on my mannequin for you guys to see because it is so pretty. All right, so when I designed this pattern in 2016, how I wrote the pattern, and it's available on my website. I have not changed it or altered it since 2016. So how it reads is you'll do the repeat. It says I did 38 rows, blah, blah, blah. And then it says you will end on a row that is a cable side of your shawl. That's not really essential. After crocheting for a while, it wouldn't matter if you did end on the wrong side. So if you were doing your rows and you ended here, let's say you think you're running out of yarn and you ended here, you could flip your work. You could flip your work and you could go down this side of your work. So it's not essential that you stop on the cabling side. I probably wrote that just for ease, the ease of writing the pattern. It was just easiest to say to end on that side, but you don't have to. If you are almost out of yarn and you need to end on a wrong side, go ahead and finish that way. Otherwise, it says in the instructions, the edging is RSC, which is reverse single crochet. It's also called the crab stitch. I don't know why. I don't know why. People just named it that. But it's reverse single crochet. It's in each space around the entire shawl and 2 reverse single crochet in the corner stitches. So true, not knocking on myself. That's true, but, comma, we need to do more than just 1 stitch on the side. And I did not say that in the pattern, and I should have. So live and learn, right? It would work probably if you did 1, it may pull in the side a bit. So reverse single crochet is going to be done in each one of these stitches. Then when we get to the sides here, I think you would do 2 in the corner. Reverse single crochet is larger than a normal single crochet, so only 2 is needed to round the corners. And then I am going to do 2 reverse single crochets in each chain 3 space here because I don't think 1 is enough. So that's what I'm going to do. I did not write that in my pattern. So if you download the pattern and I have not changed it as of yet, that is what you should do for each end, for each side, beginning or the last row you finished on. Do 1 reverse single crochet in each. So just keep in mind I wrote this pattern a lot of years ago. How many years now? 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 7 years ago I wrote this pattern. So this is how you do it. And I didn't explain it on the pattern either because apparently I didn't think it was necessary. I don't know. I always chain 1 when I start, and then reverse single crochet is just like single crochet in that you are going into the next stitch and doing a single crochet, except reverse single crochet, you're going into the one in reverse. So let me zoom in a bit. Better. Okay, so this would be our first stitch. We're not going to go in that stitch. We're going to go in this stitch. So we're going to put a single crochet in reverse in that stitch. It is awkward when you first start it. I'm not going to lie. It is awkward as all get out, but you will get the hang of it after doing a few of them. So I like to hold on to the stitch on the loop on the hook, and I go in and then I grab the yarn and then I finish single crochet style. Go in your next stitch in reverse, pull up the loop, go through 2. And that is essentially all you do. And I have a lot of stitches to do. So I'm not going to film all those stitches, but I will show you when I get to the other end what I meant by going into an each double crochet. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I will show you anyway. So I will see you in just a minute. Okay, so I'm almost to the corner. I am going to put 2 reverse single crochets in the corner here. So right here at the chain 3, I'm going to do 2. 1 and 2. And I'm going to put one right here at the beginning of that chain 3. And in each chain 3 along the side, I'm going to do 2. Now, wherever you feel like you need to do more, do more. Wherever you feel like you need to do less, do less. It's a simple rule that I follow for all edging if you are not using a specific stitch count for your edging. But 2 on each chain 3 space will work very well. Then when you get back up to the corner, you will do 2 reverse single crochet in that. So wherever your hook feels good going in, go in. If you feel like you need to add stitches, add stitches. If you feel like you need to not put stitches in, don't put stitches in. I will meet back up to you when I have this completed. Okay, so I haven't soaked my shawl yet, and if you don't want to soak whatever you're doing this to, you can use just a basic spray bottle. My sister gifted me this one. It is from Grove & Company. It's actually a really, really nice spray bottle. I don't know what they cost. It was given to me. But you can just spray your project down like this. Get it damp, and then you can pin it out then. So how I pin it out, I use knit blockers. I purchased these on Temu. They change price a lot. They're usually around $8 to, I don't know, $11. They are a row like this of pins, and there is 2 sizes in this one. That's the larger one, and this is the smaller one. So you take them, you space them about 1 inch or 2 apart, and when you are pinning your project, you take the edge, corner. I'm doing this one-handed, so it's not very effective, but essentially this is how you would pin it out. And then you would stretch it however much you need to stretch it. You know how you can stretch up and block out. You can do that. You can do whatever you need to do to get your project to be nice, straight, and cohesive as far as size and shape. So that is how I'm going to do it. I will share photos when I am done with everything. So here's the finished shawl. I just wanted to show you it on my mannequin. It is made for a size small. Again, if you want to make it for a larger size person, just use more yarn. That's it. Simple repeat over and over until you have the size that you desire. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I appreciate you. I'm going to leave my affiliate link for Universal Yarn below. This color is Aegean, and it is Deluxe DK Tweed Superwash. Gorgeous yarn, beautiful to block. I love it. I need more of it. There is a deep, rich red that I plan on getting. So I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much, and until next time, guys, bye.